all of my crafty friends. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Pretty Pink Craft Room. Thank you so much for joining me today as we go on another crafty adventure with another project. I wanted to come on and show you these papers that I just got from Amazon. I just happened to be on my Amazon page and I saw that this was something that was recommended to me and thought I wanted to give it a try. It was very budget friendly. The price point on it, I will definitely link it below in case you're interested in purchasing it for yourself. It is called Calico Collage Cut and Create, and this particular one is called One Fine Day. She has several booklets like this that you can probably choose which one is the one that you would most prefer, but I thought I would just at least show you what's inside of it in case you're interested in doing it, and then maybe we can have some time to do an actual project together. So it comes in a book. I've torn it apart, of course, because I pulled all the papers out, but it comes in a book like this, and I would recommend not even throwing away this cover because it's sturdy enough that you can actually use as a base for a journal if you'd like to do that. So this is what it looks like on the front, and I'm going to show you some of the pages inside, and I believe it comes with about 14 pages that again are double-sided with different patterns on the back. So I'm just going to quickly kind of flip through these pages, and you can see how bright and vibrant. It even includes some lined pages. The colors are very, very nice. The weight of the paper is just a little bit heavier than the copy paper, so it's not as light and flimsy as copy paper that you would use in the copy machine, but it's a little bit weightier than that. Again, you can see it's double-sided. So these are all the papers that come inside of the packet. It's 14 of these. I would use these in multiple projects, not just one. I think using it in one would probably be a bit too chunky for me. But of course, you know, you would do your preference. But that is how they all look. And in addition to all of these papers, you also get loads of ephemera pieces. So I'm just going to quickly show you some of what it comes with. So it had these tags in it that again, this ephemera comes on a page, and I have just taken the time to just cut them all out. But this is what the tags look like. And again, it's double-sided, so there's no white spaces there. So that's that one. Here's some circles that came with it too. Here's a library pocket page that came with it, and she has the lines where you can score and create the pocket that goes on top of this. Here's some bingo cards that came with it too. I'm going really quickly, you guys, but I just want you to kind of get an idea of everything that comes in it. Here's some postcards that come with it too. This is a large journaling card. Again, this is the back, how it looks, and then these are the front of the cards. Loads of stamps came with it. This is all of these stamps. That's actually a circle, but all of these stamps came with it that can be used. It's so many here, and again, they're all double-sided and backed with a pattern on the back too. Here's some more journaling cards that can be used. These came with it. These are different size journaling cards. They have little sayings on the back of them. This was with it too. This is actually 2 pockets that again you just score on the side and at the bottom, and then attach it. I'm sorry, I had to turn it the wrong way. Then attach it to your page. So those are 2 pockets there. Here's another piece of ephemera. These are just numbered cards that can be used. I cut out some of the flowers here, and then it also had some mason jars here. It had some banner tags here. This was a bird that I cut out. This was a label. Another label, a small postcard. Here's some butterflies that I haven't finished cutting out. Here's some tickets, strips of tickets, 5 strips of tickets that came with it. And this is just a large strip that could probably be used as a belly band. So all of this came with inside the book with those pages. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. And again, I just wanted to try it and see how it would work for me. So I'm going to go ahead and see if we can do a quick project together. If it seems long, we may end up doing part one and a part two, but hopefully you guys like these papers. I thought they were pretty cool, and if you're interested, then you might want to go and grab you one as well. Okay, so let's craft something together. I zoomed out a little bit more so you can see what I was doing, but as this is a simple, easy, quick project that I wanted to do, I just took a piece of cardstock that I had to use as my cover for the journal, and it's just going to fold over like so. So this piece of paper, I can give you the measurements, but of course you would score it and cut it to the size that you want to use it for. So this is a 12 by 8.5 sheet of paper, and I just folded it to give myself a 3/4 inch spine on each side so that I could fold over like so. I added another sheet of cardstock to this section here to reinforce the spine, because it is what I will be poking holes into to add the signature into the journal. We'll do a simple 3 hole pamphlet stitch onto this spine here, and again it will close like this. So this is what I'm going to use for my cover. Simple piece of cardstock, and I'll show you the papers that I've decided to use for the signature. I'm only going to do one signature, again trying to keep it straightforward and simple. So these are the sheets that I will use, and I'll open it up like this so you can see. So this is the first page, just folded it over in half. That's the first page. This is the second page. This was another piece that was in my cardstock. I just folded it in half. Oh, by the way, these papers are measuring 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. So just a slightly shorter than the actual cover. So 4 1/4 by 8 1/4, and this one I have folded the insides because I wanted these to be flip out pages, completely optional, but just another interactive element to the journal. So this is the second page here. This is the third page. Again, just folded in half. I did have to cut down these papers. They were a little bit wider than what I needed for my particular journal. So again, you can determine how big you are, how large you want your journal to be based on the sizes of the papers. This is a coffee dyed paper, again folded inside because I want to add something to the elements there, another interactive element. This is a piece of vellum that I had in my cardstock that I wanted to add. Thought it would be something to add a little interest. Just a pink piece of paper. We'll have to decorate that. Piece of lined paper for journaling. Excuse me. This is an old calendar page. So this is a calendar page from January of some year that I just kept around because I liked the artwork on it. So this is just one of those, and I didn't even cut off the bottom here. I just left that. It adds more interest, and so this is one of those pages. And of course we'll decorate this side, and then I folded it in half. We'll add that. This is another coffee dyed paper, but I folded it in a different way, more like a W. Because again, you can add things, flips and flaps onto this too. And this will go add to it. This is a blue piece of paper. It has a different kind of feel to it, but it was in my stash. I thought it was interesting, so we're going to use that too. This is another one of those pieces of paper that came in that paper pack that I described in the beginning. And then this is the last page. This was part of the cardstock that I had left over from another paper pack, and this will be the center part. So this is the signature here. This is totals about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pages. I had someone ask me that before, and I just wanted to make sure I included it in case you wanted to know what that was. So this is the actual signature. It'll get bulkier, of course, as we add more things to it, but I wanted to at least, before I left you today, because it turns out this is going to be kind of a two-parter. as we decorate and add it to the journal as well. I wanted to at least do a little bit of decorating with you. This front cover, I wanted to collage some of the pieces that came in that paper pack. So we'll do that together. I'm going to add this strip here. Again, part of the paper pack, I'm going to add that here. I'm going to take another piece of the journaling element, add that here. I'm going to add this piece here. Let me make sure I'm in frame. Again, I'm just collaging. There's no rhyme or reason to anything. We're just, you know, adding different pieces here to create added interest to the inside cover. So it's pretty much going to look just like this. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down, and then I'll be back and we'll do a little bit more decorating on this video too. Okay. Glue down those pieces of paper, created the collage in the inside cover, and this is how it turned out. I thought that turned out pretty well, but yeah, it's just adding different pieces of the ephemera, collaging it all together, and creating that look there. So another decorative element we will do in this video is, you may remember that we had some banner tags. So I figured I would go ahead and use those here on the inside cover like so. I have a strip of lace that I wanted to add here, and then I'm going to cover that up with one of these circles. And all I did on the circle was I punched holes and added some brads there just to add a little bit more interest to that part as well. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that down, and then we will do one more final decorative element before we leave the rest for part 2. Now that has been glued down to our very first page of our signature. And so the last thing I wanted to do in this video is I wanted to add this pocket. This was, again, came in the same paper pack. I just cut it out, fussy cut it out. I'm going to go ahead and ink these edges. Take out some of that white, so that's not as visible. And I was thinking that I would actually add it to this blue page here. But as you can see, it's a little bit wider, so I am going to have to score it a little bit more than what was designed. So I'm just going to make me a little mark here so that I know that I need to score it at least here so that it does not run into that spine there. So let me go ahead and get my scoreboard, and we will score this to add it to the page. I have my scoreboard out now so that I can add, or I can make those creases to create the pocket. So this was the marking that I left for myself as to where I needed to score on the left hand side. So I'll go ahead and make that score line. I'm not pressing too hard because, again, this is not cardstock heavy paper, and I don't want to punch a hole through it. So I made the score line here, and then I can go ahead and use that guide here to make this extra score line, because the bottom scoring was matched up to my project, so that was fine. I can use that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fold these lines that I just made to see where I need to maybe cut or miter my edges so that it fits on the page properly. So you just fold these, crease these lines in. Okay, so now the pocket will look like this, and as you can see, I do need to cut a little bit off, otherwise it will have some overhang. So I'll cut that part off, and that'll be it. And then let me just go ahead and ink this a little bit. Okay, perfect. So bringing my project back in, I'm going to go ahead and add that here onto the blue page, and so it will have this pocket here. So I'll add the glue, and okay, perfect. And let me just go ahead and line this up onto the page and to make sure it's all even. think that works. Yeah, looks like it's pretty even. Okay. Okay, so now we have this pocket here on the blue page that can be used to secure some. I think I may want to add a little bit more glue because this is way too open and flimsy, and so it looks like things might actually try to seep out or fall out. So let me just add a little bit of glue here to seal down just this little section here, just so that things can stay securely inside the pocket. So, okay. So that is what we will cover for today. And then in the next video, we'll do some more decorating. We'll try to finish it up, and then we'll secure it inside of the cover. Again, using the simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And we'll wrap up creating our simple journal together. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, hope you like the papers. I will link them again below in the description box in case you want to go and obtain those papers for yourself to create a project. They are very beautiful papers that are very vibrant in color and can be used to make any journal stand out and look beautiful. So thank you again for joining me on my channel today. I look forward to crafting with you again in the coming video, and until next time, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Talk to you soon. Bye.